Hello students. So in this video we are going to understand the law of equimarginal utility. In the last video we did law of diminishing marginal utility. And according to that law we assumed that the consumer is purchasing only one commodity. But in this law we relax that assumption. So in real life scenario we know that the consumer spends his income on large number of goods and services. Some will give higher utility while others lower. So a rational consumer will consume according to the rank of the utilities. He will first pick the goods with higher utility and then he will go to the goods with a lower utility. So this law will help us to explain that how does a consumer chooses between various commodities when he is purchasing more than one commodity. So this law states that a rational consumer will keep on switching his expenses. He will keep on trying various commodities till the time the marginal utility derived from each commodity per unit of money spent is equal. That means now he is going to take into account the marginal utility derived from every 1 rupee spent. So basically now the condition is not MUX should be equal to MUY. Now the condition is that marginal utility of X divided by the price of X. That is marginal utility derived from each rupee spent for X should be equal to marginal utility derived from each rupee spent for Y. So that is the condition of equilibrium under law of equimarginal utility when the consumer is consuming more than one commodity. That is MUX divided by PX should be equal to MUY divided by PY. Let us have a look at the table. So here you see I have placed the marginal utility charts for two commodities X and Y. Let us understand the table first. From the first unit of X, the consumer gets 20 utils of satisfaction. From the second unit of commodity X, the consumer is getting 18 utils of satisfaction. So column 2 shows the marginal utility chart for commodity X. On column 3, I have placed the marginal utility chart for commodity Y. By consumption of 1 units of commodity Y, I get 24 utils of satisfaction. With the consumption of second unit, we get 21 utils of satisfaction. Now let us have a look at this. Let's say the prices of the commodity X and Y are rupees 2 and rupees 3 respectively. Now as per the law, we have to find out marginal utility per rupee spent. So let me put it this way. I get 20 utils of satisfaction by the consumption of first unit of commodity X. Now that first unit costs me rupees 2. So let's say for rupees 2, I get 20 utils of satisfaction. So that means from rupee 1, I am getting 10 utils of satisfaction. That is 20 divided by 2. Now say, third unit of commodity X gives me 16 utils of satisfaction. Now keep in mind that the prices are constant and the third unit also costs me rupees 2. So for 2 rupees, I am getting 16 utils of satisfaction. That means for 1 rupee, I get 8 utils of satisfaction. So that is how we can find out the marginal utility per rupee spent by dividing MU by the price respectively. So here we can find the values. Now as per the law, this marginal utility per rupee spent should be equal. So I see that it is equal at various combinations. Let us see. So first, it is equal at 8. That means 1 unit of commodity Y and 3 units of commodity X. At this level, the condition is getting satisfied. MUX divided by PX is equal to MUY divided by PY. I see that it's equal at 7 also. 2 units of commodity Y and 4 units of commodity X. The condition is getting satisfied. Similarly for 6 and for 5 also we see that the condition is getting satisfied. But there can be only one point of equilibrium. Now all of us know that this consumer has a very major constraint. That is, his money income is limited. So let's say that the income of the consumer is rupees 20. So we have to find out where this consumer will get satisfied. And these are the 4 combinations where our condition of law of equi-marginal utility is getting satisfied. MUX divided by PX is equal to MUY divided by PY. So 1y 3x, yes, the condition is satisfied. 2y 4x, 3y 5x and 4y 6x, the condition is getting satisfied. Now let us see what is happening over at these combinations. Combination 1, that is 1 unit of commodity Y and 3 units of commodity X. And we know the prices also. So if the consumer buys this combination, his expenditure would be rupees 9. Because the price of commodity Y is rupees 3 and the price of commodity X is rupees 2. So the expenditure of the consumer is going to be rupees 9. But his income is rupees 20. He has some money left. If the consumer goes with combination 2, that is 2y and 4x, his expenditure is going to be rupees 14. He still has some money left. At combination 3, the expenditure is rupees 19. He still has some money left. And at combination 4, I see that his expenditure is rupees 24. But his income is rupees 20. This consumer cannot afford this combination. So combination 4 is out of the question. Combination 1, 2 and 3 are those combinations which the consumer can afford. But remember, this consumer wants maximum satisfaction. So he is going to settle only and only at combination 3. That is the maximum highest possible combination that this consumer can purchase given his income constraint. So that is the point of equilibrium according to law of equi-marginal utility. So we have to see where the condition is getting satisfied and we have to see the highest possible combination taking into consideration the income constraint of the consumer. That way we can find out the equilibrium point of the consumer if he is consuming more than one commodities. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you very much.